You know what never sweats? A robot, like the Aiper Scuba X1 Pro Max. That's the robot that's currently cleaning my pool, both the floor, the walls, and can even skim the surface. You see it? It's right down there cleaning, with me not having to do anything. And I've done all the pool care, brushing and scrubbing the sides, trying to make sure there's no leaves in the pool, skimming the surface. And living in Florida, sweating is something you do if you go outside for 30 seconds. Now my thanks to Aiper for sending me the Scuba X1 Pro Max and for sponsoring this video, because as we head into summer, I'm looking for the best ways to clean my pool, and I've tested several pool robot vacuums in addition to all the other smart home stuff that I have. And I have to say, this thing is a beast. First off, this thing has 9 motors, a micro mesh ultra-fine filter. You can easily take the filter out of the robot. You can replace them easily. And in the box, you also get the wireless charging stand, which doesn't even have like metal contacts. So you don't have to worry about it getting wet or there being tripping hazards for your kids. And I have 3 kids and they're running around the pool when it's summertime. So I love having that wireless charging, and that base comes included in the box. And after you charge it, you get 10 hours of battery life, which should be plenty for most pools. You can clean mine several times over, and there is a setting to clean 2 times if you want a deep cleaning, and it does the whole thing on a single charge. So let's talk about setup. After you get it out of the box, you can connect to it directly via Bluetooth or scan the QR code, get it connected to your Wi-Fi. And as you know, there's a lot of smart home products that can struggle with Wi-Fi, but the X1 Pro Max actually connected first try, no problem, even on my Unify Ubiquiti network with the 2.4 and 5 gigahertz under the same name, no problem. It'll ask you a couple setup questions like your pool size, general shape, and depth. Set up that base real quick, and then you're ready for that true cordless design with up to 10-hour runtime. Now, when you're ready to throw it in the pool and start it cleaning, you can choose the modes and set it using the app on your phone. It's actually a really nicely designed app, connects to the robot as soon as you take it off the charger, or you can adjust the cleaning modes using the buttons directly on the front. You can do just the floor, everything underwater, including the walls, just do wall cleaning, or do the hero clean, which will do the floor, walls, and also skim the surface. Now, luckily we have a pool cage here, which keeps a lot of the leaves out, but if you have a pool where there's constantly leaves or other debris because you don't have a cage, having a robot like this that skims the surface is game-changing. I know even the few times I have to skim, it's pretty annoying. If you have to do it all the time, get a robot like this, it'll skim all of that for you. You can also set it on automatic cleaning, so it'll detect how much it needs to clean, eco mode, or max clean. You can also choose 1 or 2x like I said before. Now the Aiper Scuba X1 Pro Max has 9 motors, and you can see those spinning treads both on the front and the back. Some robot vacuums only have that 1 spinning tread on the front. This one has the world's strongest suction at 8,500 GPH, plus OmniSense 2.0 with 40 sensors, enables precise mapping of your pool, and FlexiPath 2.0 in auto mode powered by a quad-core chip. I never thought there'd be a day where I'm talking about quad-core chips in a pool vacuum. Pretty wild. But it's going to deliver that faster, smarter cleaning as it goes around your pool. And because it has those convenient buttons on the actual robot, I don't need to do it with my phone specifically. My spouse or someone else in the house can go ahead and start the robot, throw it in, and get it clean. Plus, it waits by the edge of the pool for you to pick it up when it's done. Also, the smart sensors ensure full coverage even on slopes and raised areas. You can see it going up and down to the deep end of our pool. That micro mesh ultrafine filter captures all the fine debris, which is especially helpful when it's skimming the surface of the water. And I could just noticeably see the difference on the floor of the pool, any dirt or sand that have gotten there. Also, if you have stairs, it does this wild thing where it will go at a complete 90-degree angle and run that back brusher to get even into the crevice at that bottom stairwell. No robot I've had before have ever seen do that, and it worked great. It also goes all the way up to the water line and is very meticulous. It got the entire water line around my entire pool, and it's just nice to know it's cleaning every inch. It's also capable of multi-platform cleaning, so if you have a pool with like ledges and you're afraid of it falling off, no worries, it can detect all of that with its mapping technology, and it has dual jets when it needs to stick on the floor or go up your walls. It can even play fetch. Okay, not for real, but that obstacle which my kids left in the pool, not a problem for the X1 Pro Max. Now, when you're comparing this to other pool robot vacuums, keep in mind, if you have a very large pool and you found those other robots run out of battery before they can finish cleaning, you should probably consider the X1 Pro Max. That massive battery, and you can tell by the size of the robot, should be able to cover that pool on a single charge. Typically, the X1 Pro Max is $2,600. Now, yes, you can find a lot of pool robots cheaper than that, but again, for the battery life, if you have large-sized pools, and if skimming the surface is important to you, it might be worth considering upgrading to a model like this. And there are sales on Amazon and directly through the Aiper's website. Plus there's a discount code. I'll put all of that in the video description below. Check it out. And they also have some other models at cheaper prices. You can compare that to other features to see what you need and fits you best. So that's the Aiper Scuba X1 Pro Max. Now, if you're into smart home and other robot vacuums, like for the house, I have a bunch of videos on my entire smart home with over 100 HomeKit devices. I do all specifically Apple Home, so I'll put a video right here, a full tour of my house. You can see all those devices there. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet and hit that like button. Lots of videos coming soon, especially on iOS 19 and all the announcements coming from WWDC. I'm going to be there in person. Incredibly excited for that. Let me know what you want to see down in the comments, or if you have any questions about the robot pool vacuum, let me know down there too. And being summertime, not only should you clean your pool, but if you want to watch movies outside, I recently did a review on a projector. It's one of my favorites, super high-end 4K projector that's really bright. Even during the twilight hours, you could start your movie and it still looks good. I did a whole video on that. You can check it out up here. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.